So I gave SimCAT 4 today, and before I tell about the experience, let me just quickly tell you what I did in the last week after my previous mock and before attempting this mock. So in the last week, I mostly practiced verbal ability and very few RCs. Gave one sectional and scored around 31 in VARC. Coming to DLR, I mostly practiced quant-based LRs, PYQs. I also gave one sectional and scored around 11. I also did solve it later. And coming to QA, I practiced more questions from arithmetic and algebra. Also did very few amount of questions of PYQs from geometry. Also gave a sectional and scored around 19. So this is what I did after my last mock. And coming to the expectations, I am expecting to score more than 60 in this mock. And more importantly, I want my score to be equal in all the three sections. Even if it's a less total score, I want all the sections to have a balanced score, not single digits definitely. So I'm looking at a good amount of score, but equal in all the three sections. Also, few changes that I did in this mock. I stopped using long rough notes. I started using these small booklets because this is what we'll be getting in the exam. And more importantly, I'm not using the trackpad of my laptop. I'm using an external mouse because this is what we'll be getting in the exam, and practicing on it will really help us in the end. I ended up scoring 80, which is a slight improvement from the last mock, but I'm so much surprised. Let me tell you why. Because all the three sections were made tough. Let me quickly tell you how each section felt. Coming to VARC, the RCs were very dense and lengthy. So I had to leave an entire RC just because I didn't get time to attempt it. So after attempting two RC, I immediately shifted to VA, where I was able to get few questions correct. So that's the thing that I did good. And coming to DLR, in the first 24 minutes, I picked up two LR sets and was able to not solve them. I didn't solve a set until the last 16 minutes, where I picked up one DI set in the last 15 minutes and was able to solve it completely. And luckily, it contained 6 questions, so that literally maintained my score in this mock. And coming to QA is the absurd section of all. It is the toughest of all. Every question from every section, arithmetic, algebra, geometry, were made tough. So the questions were lengthy, calculation intensive. Even the easy questions didn't feel easy to me. So it is that you have to be extremely picky, pick those one or two or three or four, whatever you can find, and then solve it. So this is a difficult experience for me. And yeah, let's see how the next mock goes. I'll be giving dashcat the next week, so I'll be alternating between dashcats and SimCATs. The good thing that I did in this mock is probably use a notepad and an external mouse. I felt like I was giving the mock in the actual examination center itself because the whole environment made it feel that way, including the paper. So yeah, let's see how the next one goes.